Yes, it is a very special evening. Very, very special. Shh, boys, behave. Shh, because here's the big surprise जो हमने आपके लिए छुपा के रखा हुआ था. दोस्तों, it gives me great pleasure, great joy. It's an absolute honor to have this man on this table with us in the DP World dressing room. 125 test matches, 108 ODIs, thousands of runs. Man had towering patience and tormented bowlers with his patience for many years and proudly represented India, proudly captained India. It is an absolute pleasure and an honor to welcome Sir Sunny Gavaskar Saab. Sunil Gavaskar Saab, thank you very much.
What a
Sunny bhai.
Thank you. Delighted to be here. Yeah. You know, I mean, I've always, once you retire from the game, you want to get back in the dressing room. Yeah. I've got back in the dressing room.
आपके लिए towel मंगवाएं?
Just to put it on.
तौलिया के साथ बैठेंगे dressing room में. Sir, welcome. You know, just to have you here, it's just outstanding. A big thanks to Wasim bhai because he made it happen. You know, he called you, invited you.
In Sunny bhai's defense, एक तो Sunny bhai की respect बढ़ी है, हमारे हीरो हैं. हमने हमारे नहीं पूरे इंडो-पाक पूरी क्रिकेट वर्ल्ड के हीरो हैं. इंडिया-पाकिस्तान मैच में मैंने इनसे पूछा, मैं कहा Sunny bhai थोड़ा टाइम मिलेगा हमें. इन्होंने कहा वसीम आप जब कहोगे मेरे पास टाइम होगा मैं आ जाऊंगा. और बहुत-बहुत शुक्रिया Sunny bhai का. Sunny bhai thank you very much कि आप आ गए. हमारे शो को 4 चांद लगा दिया आपने.
और आज आपकी वजह से 6 हो गए आज.
10-12 चांद लगे.
10-12 चांद हो गए. Right, Sunny bhai, actually let me start this conversation with you. What a fantastic win for Afghanistan. Another ICC tournament, another defeat of England at the hands of Afghanistan. Very, very proud.
Very. And look at the recovery.
Yeah.
You know, when we talk about, you know, it's not just about winning a game, how they won the game.
Yeah.
They kept their nerve towards the end also when Joe Root was batting so well. Look, Root and Overton having that partnership, it looked like they might take the game away from Afghanistan, but not for a second did they look as if they were down. There were a couple of boundaries gone and, you know, there seemed to be an air of calm. You know, there seemed to be a belief in themselves that, look, we need just one break and we'll be there.
Yep. Zadran Ibrahim setting that one up after they lost those 2 wickets for 15 runs. What a mature innings, what a well-calibrated innings that he played.
Yes, and the highest score in the Champions Trophy. Nobody's got that many runs.
Yeah.
But to get 100 is very difficult. To get 150, even more, 177 is an absolutely fantastic...
and that's strike rate.
Yes, that's the thing. So it wasn't just that he was, you know, hanging around there. He was also, look at the shots that he's played.
Yeah, just absolutely all round.
जो इसने शॉटें मारी हैं फखर, जिस स्टेज पे ये आया था, टेक्निक इसकी साउंड थी. Look at these shots.
Yeah.
And this is against one of the premier fast bowlers in world cricket, जो 145, 150 की रफ्तार से रेगुलर बॉलिंग करते हैं. गैपों में शॉटें मारी जड्डू, उसने स्पिनर्स को भी इक्वली गुड खेला.
सॉलिड तो ये हमेशा था, लेकिन अब इसने बेटर करके आया. इंजरी के बाद आया, एक आध मैच लगा आउट ऑफ फॉर्म है, बट जो सामने इसने छक्के मारे हैं वो इसने गेम में बिल्कुल ऐड किया है. जिस तरह से ये टीम है उस तरह से ये खिलाड़ी भी है. दिन पर दिन बेहतर होता चला जा रहा है, कुछ ना कुछ जोड़ता चला गया. और ये पहला आदमी है जिसने 100 बनाया था वनडे क्रिकेट में अफगानिस्तान के लिए. अब 150 भी उसने बना दिया है और सारी दुनिया के ऊपर आके बैठ गया.
देख लें, ICC Champions Trophy की ranking में he's gone right up. Now Duckett played that innings of 165 just the other night.
Yeah.
And today Ibrahim Zadran taking that apart and putting himself right on top of that list. Just absolutely wonderful. Where do you think WAQAR was the turning point in this game? Where? Because एक time पे यूं लग रहा था कि 325 के बाद भी England जो है has actually clawed its way in and they looked like they were going to win. Who you think was the key there?
I think overall, you know, when you look at Lahore pitch और इससे पिछला मैच अगर ऑस्ट्रेलिया का देखा जाए तो you think यार 325, 320, you know, is very much chaseable and I think it was chaseable. But जो इंग्लैंड का जो mindset है इस टाइम जो पिछले 6-7 गेम से they can't win against anything. I mean, they're struggling against all teams, different pitches they've lost. They lost to India just recently. They've lost in South Africa. They came into this tournament and it's been a struggle.
All right, folks, without further ado, please let me introduce our next This is our next guest. In the dressing room corner, towering, iconic all-rounder, represented India, captained India, also coached the national side and brought them a lot of glory. We have a special guest for you. Please welcome Ravi Shastri. Yes, Ravi.
Thank you all.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Pleasure.
What a pleasure to have you here. And I sit between the two giants here, Shaz and Vaz, as they keep saying. Welcome to the DP World Dressing Room. Thank you very much. Congratulations. India is through to the finals. The momentum is undeniable, and it's looking like this is going to go all the way to the end for India.
It looks like they're by far the best team in the tournament as of now. But then comes the final. It's a pressure game. Anything can happen. But just saying man-to-man, looking at the other sides in the tournament, looking at the conditions that exist, the fact that India is playing at the same venue game after game, knowing the conditions, you would put them as favorites no matter who comes.
Yep, no matter who comes. But who will come? That's the question. It is semi-final number 2, New Zealand versus South Africa. Wasim, what do you think?
Big game, knockout game. अगर आप record देखा जाए New Zealand, South Africa का, they have qualified 10 times in the semi-finals. They only won once, lost 8 times, and of course one tie, 99 का जो famous tie हुआ था in Edgbaston. और so pressure तो होगा, but अगर on paper देखी जाए तो मुझे साउथ अफ्रीका की टीम थोड़ी बेहतर लग रही है. ओके, न्यूजीलैंड टीम इज आल्सो एज गुड. दे बीन इन पाकिस्तान बिफोर दिस चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी, सो उनको कुछ पिचेस का आइडिया है. सो है साउथ अफ्रीका. सो आई थिंक इवन स्टीवंस है, वही साइकोलॉजिकली स्ट्रॉन्ग जो टीम है. वहाँ जहाँ जाके शायद प्रॉब्लम ये आ सकता है कि जो साउथ अफ्रीका के जो बैक ऑफ द माइंड है ना, नॉकआउट गेम्स में अंडर प्रेशर आ जाते हैं.
Absolutely. And that is their biggest problem. Because if you look at South Africa's entry into world cricket, 1992.
Yeah.
When you look at the quality of players, agar dekha jaye, from 1992 to 32 years down the line, more than 32 years down the line,
Right.
you would say they would have won 2-3 World Cups by now.
True.
Across different formats of the game. But they haven't won one. So there comes the point Waz was making. It's the big game, the crunch game, the pressure game. Can they get better in handling that pressure? You saw that even in that T20 final against India. Right. I mean, the game was there. It's 30 balls, 30 runs, 6 wickets in hand. You lose it from there. And it's a stigma that stays on your mind.
Yeah.
So when you're back in that position, you suddenly get doubts in your mind because you're not used to winning.
But शायद
So,
वो generation
we'll be
से
hoping.
generation में आई जा रहा है.
It's in the genes, no?
It's just
Probably
going down
right, yeah.
over and over. Jadupaji, this is going to be interesting because they're now playing in Lahore. And who gets the advantage in Lahore? Because yes, South Africa in Karachi on that pitch against Afghanistan was a different beast altogether. Here it's going to be completely different.
Yeah, I think generally they've been flatter tracks in Lahore, lots of runs scored. So you'd look at which side has a better bowling. And I know South Africa in that sense, looks like a better side. I think everybody feels that. But it's that semi-final or a crunch game that you're talking about. That's the only reason why I would probably think New Zealand has a better chance. And I won't want as an Indian New Zealand to come here because they are a better side on conditions like this.
Toss से फर्क पड़ेगा, question to everyone, because there's a due factor in Lahore.
Yeah.